Truist Park for those ceremonies. Rebecca.
It's official, Georgia is back open for business. The precautions you're still expected to take.
One of Georgia's biggest mall outlets is now back open. I'm live with what you should know.
A big warm-up on the way just in time for the weekend. I'll let you know how warm it's going to get and how long the warm-up will last.
This is CBS 46 News at noon. Getting results.
All right, thanks for being with us. Some of you breathing a sigh of relief. Others are bracing yourselves. That's because even with the coronavirus still out there, the governor has lifted the shelter-in-place order for most Georgians. Our Rebecca Schramm in Northwest Atlanta right now live for us. And Rebecca, can you tell a difference from yesterday to today? I see a lot of cars behind you for sure. How about people?
Yeah, Karen, it's obvious people are getting back to work. You can tell that from all the traffic we're seeing on the roads here. But I tell you, we're noticing few retail shops are reopening, at least not within the city limits of Atlanta. That's a trend we're seeing all over town. The Virginia Highland neighborhood in northeast Atlanta would normally be bustling with shoppers on a pretty spring day. For the past several weeks, the gift shops and boutiques have been closed. And even with the shelter-in-place order lifted for most Georgians, it looks like shop owners here are still not ready to reopen. Father of three, Skippy Wynn, understands their dilemma.
I think it's a double-edged sword. Some people can get back to work.
This is not a mandate. We're giving people the opportunity to open whenever they think the time is right.
Governor Brian Kemp tells CBS 46 with COVID-19 testing now widely available and an increase in hospital bed capacity, it was time to start letting Georgians decide when to ease back into their routines. Some places must remain closed for a couple more weeks, though, including bars, nightclubs, live performance venues, and public pools. The governor is still ordering the elderly and the medically fragile to continue to shelter at home except for essential reasons through June 12th. And for everyone, large gatherings are still prohibited, and you're encouraged to wear a mask in public unless you can maintain 6 feet from others.
People just have to be smart. Our citizens have learned a lot through all of this, and I'm really appreciative of their help.
Got to find a balance, and hopefully we all can do our part in stopping the virus from spreading.
And back here in the northwest part of town, the governor says enforcement powers have now been given to local police departments. He says businesses that don't follow strict protocols with social distancing and sanitation could be shut down after a warning and 2 tickets. Live in Atlanta, Rebecca Schramm, CBS 46 News.
All right, Rebecca, thank you. Most Georgians will be able to resume normal activities, with the exception of those who are deemed medically fragile. The state defines medically fragile as people who are 65 or older and those who are in nursing homes or long-term care facilities. It also applies to people who have chronic lung disease, suffer from moderate to severe asthma, or have severe heart disease, and folks with compromised immune systems. And those who are severely obese are also added to that group and urged to continue to shelter in place. Now, diabetes, liver disease patients, as well as those who suffer from other medically fragile things are asked to stay inside. Right now, Georgia reporting more than 27,000 total cases of coronavirus. More than 5,000 people have been hospitalized, with 1,100 deaths so far. 164,000 tests have been administered across the state. More now on our live team coverage at noon. Some of Metro Atlanta's biggest malls scheduled to open today did not. Lenox Square Mall deciding they will wait to open until Monday. Our Daniel Wilkerson's live an hour north of Atlanta. Daniel, the North Georgia Premium Outlets in Dawsonville. Boy, that's a big mall. It's back open as well?
Karen, a huge mall. It is back open, but I tell you, if the management here thought that they would get the rush of customers, they were in for a surprise. We are not allowed on the property, but I can tell you, I took a look at the parking lot, and they are certainly not seeing the customers they probably hoped that they would see. Take a look. Here is what you need to know at this hour. As you heard Karen say, Lenox Square Mall in Buckhead was scheduled to open today, but we received at the last moment, if you were watching this morning, you saw it, we received at the last moment news that they would open Monday. So that's Lenox Square opening Monday. Perimeter Mall is opening Tuesday. Of course, where I am, the North Georgia Premium Outlets open today, as well as Calhoun Outlet Marketplace open today. So Simon Mall, out of all of their malls here in Georgia, they have 7 of them. 2 of them are reopening. Again, the one where I am, North Georgia Premium Outlets and Calhoun Outlet Marketplace. Here's what you need to know when you go to a mall. If you decide to go today or Monday or Tuesday, a memo sent out told us that they will be offering free temperature checks. And to make sure employees and shoppers keep their distance, management is putting tape over every other sink and urinal in restrooms just to keep that distance. Also, you will see decals on the floors directing traffic flow to keep people apart. Also, they will be limiting their food court seating. Here is what a professor with the Emory University had to say. Take a listen.
I think it'll be people that are relatively curious. We have some data from China. When China first opened, they were getting about 30 to 40% of their normal business. And most of them were just sort of curious about what the stores were going to be doing. There'll be a little bit of demand for electronics, things that sort of help you when you're staying at home. But I don't see apparel picking up relatively soon, certainly not in the first 2 days.
Again, that's Doug Vobin with Emory University. You heard from there. That's a lot of information we gave you. We have it all on our website. We push it to your CBS 46 mobile app. We're live in Dawson County. Daniel Wilkerson, CBS 46 News.
Good afternoon. I'm Megan Packer at the live desk with the very latest unemployment numbers in Georgia. We know a lot of you have questions about your claim. The State Department of Labor says it has received and documented 92% of the claims filed during the pandemic. Since mid-March, the state has processed 1.3 million unemployment claims. That's just here in Georgia. Of those, 725,000 were deemed valid with enough earned wages to set up a claim. More than 444,000 people have received their first payment. The Department of Labor says those with invalid claims could still be eligible for federal assistance. They've been emailing those people. We're always keeping an eye on Wall Street for you. Let's take a live look at the numbers right now. The Dow is down right now, 585 points, more than 2%. As always, we will watch these very closely for you all day long. Georgia has issued more payments in the past 6 weeks than in the past 4 years combined when it comes to unemployment benefits. And as we told you yesterday, more than 30 million Americans are now out of work. At the live desk, I'm Megan Packer.
All right, Megan, thanks so much. Right now, a major change to the annual Peachtree Road Race here in Atlanta, something that hasn't happened in 50 years. Let's get right to sports anchor Emily Gagnon joining us from a very familiar spot right along 10th Street in Atlanta. Emily, boy, people waiting to hear this.
Hey, Karen, that's right. For the first time in 50 years, okay? The Peachtree Road Race is being postponed from one holiday to the next, July 4th to Thanksgiving Day. I'm with the race director himself right now, Rich Knaw. Rich, over 45,000 people had already signed up for this race. I think they're still going to race on Thanksgiving Day. How hard was this decision to make?
Wow, it was a lot of work, a lot of soul searching. Our half-century streak of having the Peachtree on the 4th of July looks like it's over, but we're thankful to move forward with a Peachtree on Thanksgiving Day.
A lot of runners today that I've talked to here in the park have said, hey, it's from July 4th to Thanksgiving Day. I'm happy that you've moved it to another holiday so that way I have off, I can go out with my family. Was that the reasoning behind it?
We had 3 things we wanted to accomplish. We wanted to stay safe. We wanted to lean into the community family feel aspect of what the Peachtree is, and we want to do it on a day that we would have the least amount of impact on businesses in Atlanta. So that's how we landed on Thanksgiving Day.
And I'm glad you said safety. You are going to take new measures to keep people safe on Thanksgiving Day. What are those measures?
So we're learning each and every day from the health experts that we are consulting with, talking with. So as we plan over the next weeks and months, we will add additional what we'll call mitigation efforts to make sure that the Peachtree this year on Thanksgiving is a safe day for all.
Thank you so much, Rich Knaw, once again, the race director. Guys, you can look forward to running the Peachtree Road Race, but just a few months later than usual. Karen?
I tell you, I was planning for the other race that was going to be on Thanksgiving Day, Emily, so I'm just kind of wondering what I'm ready. I wanted to do both.
Right, so only one of them will happen, and that is the Peachtree Road Race. So you can expect to run in that race, Karen, not the other one. That one has been canceled.
All right, Invesco out of here. Thank you so much, Emily. All right, 1st of May, nice, sunny, cool start to your weekend. So let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Valdez. And Jen, folks excited about the weather we're going to have the next couple of days.
Yeah, what's not to be excited about? I'm excited. It's really nice outside right now, and it's going to get even better